Losing a job unexpectedly feels like the earth has shifted beneath you. But what if this moment is not as bad as you think? It's actually an opportunity for a future that's bright and cheerful and what you want. It's actually on your own terms. Well, stick with me, because in this episode, we're going to discuss 6 empowering steps. You might discover that this opportunity is a moment that you've been expecting and planning for, and it will allow you to take charge of your retirement journey, a journey that you've planned that might have just came a little bit early, but one that you have been so inspired to work towards.
Life doesn't always go as planned, does it? Maybe you're facing a job loss, navigating a divorce, caring for a loved one, or grieving the loss of someone close to you. These moments can feel overwhelming, leaving you wondering, what now? Welcome to Thriving Through Transitions. In this broadcast series, you'll find hope, guidance, and practical advice to help you move forward one step at a time. Each week, Vicki Jern, a compassionate financial advocate, brings you thoughtful insights and actionable strategies to tackle life's challenges head on. From managing financial hurdles to finding balance and building resilience, she's here to help you survive and thrive. So, whether you're amidst a major change or preparing for what's ahead, join us each week to learn from someone who understands and who truly cares. Don't forget to subscribe and follow so you're always ready for whatever life brings your way. Be financially prepared for today and the uncertainties of tomorrow.
If you're watching this episode, you might be wondering how to move forward. Well, let me assure you, you're not alone. Thousands of people have gone through this and lost their job earlier than anticipated before their retirement, and they have survived and actually been happier in the future than they were prior to. Many find that what they felt was really scary and actually a loss turned into an opportunity for a brighter future. Today, I'm going to share 6 actionable steps to make sure that you're making the right decision to move forward and turn this unexpected moment into one of empowerment. Actually, think of this moment as a reset button. You're resetting your life the way you want to. Maybe it happened a little earlier, but what we're going to do is we're going to go through and discover the actionable steps that you can take to make sure that you're on the right track. Our client John was 59 years old and was downsized in his job that he'd worked at for 25 years to 30, and thought his world had dropped from beneath him. We reviewed his finances, his plan. He had planned on retiring at 65, but his floor fell out at 59, and he wanted to know, well, maybe I should retire early. Can I do it? So we helped him review his finances to find out that yes, he could. And you know what? He's actually happier now than he ever was. He got to retire earlier than anticipated, and you know what he's doing? He's actually volunteering, and he gets to spend more time with his grandkids, and he travels with his wife. It was a great opportunity, and he got to do it a little bit earlier, but he had been planning ahead of time. Just didn't know it was going to happen so soon. So how do you go from uncertainty to confidence? Well, let's go through the steps. Step 1, reassess your retirement timeline. As I mentioned, John had planned on retiring at 65, but his retirement was moved up when he was 59. So you've got to reassess your retirement timeline and see if you're on track or actually ahead of the game, and we're going to go through that. What you're really trying to do is see if you can determine if you can retire and not have to work. You can just do whatever you want, or do you need to work part-time or bridge that gap for a couple of years? What is the answer? So I'm going to ask you a few questions. How do you feel about leaving the workforce? Are you excited? Are you going to miss everything? The routine? Are you emotionally ready for this new chapter of your life? What would an ideal timeline look like for you? There's no one size fits all for anyone. What we're doing is looking at a timeline for you. what works for you, not your neighbor, not your relative, you. Step number 2, review your savings and income sources. Before you make any decisions, look at your income sources, your expenses in detail, any pensions, savings. When you look at the income sources, look at your 401ks, 403bs, any savings accounts you might have, Roth IRAs. Look at your annuities, look at your insurance. Do you have long-term care? How about health insurance? We look at all of that and we put it down on paper. Also, if you've just lost your job, do you qualify for severance? If you do, how much? When does it start? Do you qualify for a pension? There's not as many pensions now, but if you do, when does it start? And does it cover your spouse if you're married? If you're under 65, does the company cover your health insurance? If not, how many do you have to cover that while you're waiting to turn 65? If you're unsure where to start, grab a pencil or pen and paper and just write it down. Put your expenses, your income, your debt, if you've got any debt, put it all down. When do things start? If you've got a mortgage, when does it stop? Do you think you're going to need another car? Look at it all. Step number 3, maximize your Social Security. 59 seems a long time away from Social Security, but you know what? You worked hard for it, and you deserve it, and make sure that is included in your estimate, in your calculation. There's some key considerations. The first one is delaying your benefits until full retirement age, and that depends on the year that you were born. You need to understand how early retirement benefits can affect your income. Got to look at that, especially if you're looking at working part-time and taking early Social Security. You've got to make sure you understand that. If you're married, look at spousal benefits or survivor benefits if you've lost a loved one. You can actually visit the Social Security Administration website, or I would recommend speak with someone, an advisor or an RSSA that can help you figure out your optimal claiming strategy. I do not recommend finding out what your neighbor did. It's good to hear what they did, but it's not you. It's not your life. It's their life, and their situation's different. So make sure you understand your situation. Step number 4, create a sustainable budget for retirement. You've been in your life where you've had an income coming in, but in retirement you have to build your income. So you need to have a budget. What do you think your income and needs and expenses are going to be for retirement? I'll give you some actionable steps to think about. You want to separate your essential needs. Those are like your mortgage, or if you're renting, or your electricity, food. Those are the essentials, what you have to cover to live, versus your wants. I want to travel. I want to spend more time with this hobby. I want to go back to college. You want to separate those. Those are very important for your budget. You might have to adjust your lifestyle needs for a while to get to the point where your required minimum distributions come in, or your Social Security comes in. This is all part of the planning, understanding how everything fits together. It's like a puzzle. Make sure you factor in inflation. That's very important. Hasn't been going down. And maybe potential increases in healthcare costs. We see that increasing a lot, and even in long-term care costs. But when you're looking at your budget, and if you might have to adjust, remember this is not about not having fun. It's just trying to adjust to when you can do, or potentially what you had planned on a little bit later, but you're cutting costs to get there. But you still want to have some fun. Don't make it to where you just are dreading every day. Not a good situation. You know, life can be unpredictable, so you want to have an emergency fund. And it doesn't matter what age you're at. They recommend, especially if you're working 4 to 6 months, but you're going to be in retirement. You never know when the car breaks down, or the air conditioner might break down in the house. There always seems to be something happening in our life. So have an emergency plan, an emergency fund. Step number 5, protect your retirement from risk. You want to diversify your investments to include balance, but growth and stability. You might want to consider long-term care insurance. Do you have longevity in your family? My mother lives with us and she's 90 years old. My great-grandmother was 99. People are living longer. So make sure you have an adjustment for that and that you plan for that, that you can cover that. And step number 6, embrace your retirement dreams. Retirement's all about what do you want to see yourself doing in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. If you've got dreams and you've been planning for them, can you reach them? Or you might have to wait a little bit, but look and see if you can achieve those dreams when you're evaluating all of this. Retirement's more than just finances. It's about achieving your dreams, what excites you, fulfills you. What is that? Recently we had someone tell us they can't wait to play with their grandkids. That's what excites them. Some people love to travel. Whatever floats your boat. Maybe reconnect with hobbies or learn a new skill, something you've wanted to do. Volunteer for a cause that you're passionate about. Travel or spend time with friends or going to see friends. Maybe there's something on your bucket list that you really want to achieve that you haven't done. This is your time to define what happiness is to you and the purpose that you're looking for in your life. So remember, to retire confidently, you need to focus on at least these 6 steps. Reassessment of your timeline, review your savings, maximize Social Security, create a sustainable budget, protect your plan from risk, and embrace your dreams. Really think of this whole process as a step towards a safety net for your future. I want you to remember that retirement is not just about what you've left behind, but it's what you've got ahead of you. So with the right plan, you can turn this moment into an incredible new chapter and journey. Look at it as an opportunity. If today's discussion has you reflecting on how to navigate an unexpected early retirement, please feel free to give me a call. Or I'm here to help you. This is what we do all the time. This motivates me. I love helping people figure out and determine what's next, what's their next step. Together we can create that plan, or else tweak your plan to see if you're still on track. You can visit my website at bfinancialpartners.net or call me at 832-698-2010, or you can go to visit my Facebook at B Financial Partners. Let's turn this unexpected change into an opportunity for growth for you and your family. Be sure to join me next week for another episode. Each week we discuss ways to navigate life's transitions so that you have more clarity and purpose. Thank you.